Chapter 7: The Internet. This chapter focuses on the wide variety of tools and information available on the Internet. You will develop a broad understanding of the Internet and get a good idea of the parts of the Internet that are most useful to you. The objectives of this chapter are: recognize the importance of the Internet, compare types of Internet connections, view content on the web, demonstrate how to navigate the web, compare different forms of synchronous online communication, compare different forms of asynchronous online communication, discuss the roles of social media in today's society. Many people are surprised to learn that the Internet's roots extend all the way back to the 1960s. A US Department of Defense project called ARPANET had a goal of creating a communication systems with multiple pathways. The theory was that if one pathway was disrupted, then the other paths would remain viable communication links. 4 nodes at the University of California, Los Angeles, the Stanford Research Institute, the University of Utah in Salt Lake City, and UC Santa Barbara comprise the first network of computers across geographic distances. Late in the 1970s, the National Science Foundation connected university science computers using the ARPANET technology. In the 1980s, this network served as the network backbone, which provided high-speed connections between networks, the Internet. In 1995, the Internet was privatized and a new backbone was formed with network access points in Chicago, New Jersey, San Francisco, San Jose, and Washington, D.C. Today, Internet exchange points form the backbone and are found throughout the world. The Internet and World Wide Web seem to be the same thing as many people, when in fact are both different entities that people use to communicate. The Internet, or the net, is a network of computer networks. The World Wide Web, or web, is only one of the uses of the Internet. It is a system of hypertext links that enables you to access information from different computers connected to the Internet. In other words, you have the Internet in order to use the World Wide Web. Other communication tools that use the Internet include email, instant messaging, peer-to-peer file sharing, and voice over Internet protocol. The hypertext system, developed in 1991 by Tim Berners-Lee and CERN, is the basis of the World Wide Web. This system links together text and other objects, such as photographs and video, in a non-linear fashion. You can access the text and objects through hyperlinks, which connect them. Websites contain hyperlinks, which may link to other web pages on the same site or to other sites on the World Wide Web. In 1993, one of the most significant advancements in the World Wide Web occurred when Mark Andreessen and his students released a graphical browser that made the Internet much more user-friendly. It is estimated that there were 2.27 billion worldwide users of the Internet in 2012. Mobile devices have made the Internet even more accessible. Internet service providers, ISPs, provide an access path to the Internet. There are many different plans available. Your choices are affected by where you live, how you plan to use the Internet, and how much money you want to spend. For instance, online gaming or video streaming may require much more bandwidth than transferring email. Data transfer rates measure the connection speed in kilobytes or megabytes per second. Higher numbers mean better response times. Dial-up connections that use a regular phone line are the cheapest, but slowest method of accessing the Internet. Broadband options include DSL, digital subscriber line, cable internet access, satellite internet access, and fiber to the home. Each type of connection has its pros and cons, so investigate the options carefully before you purchase a plan. You can also connect to the internet using mobile internet access, using cellular network standards, through a mobile device, such as a tablet, a smartphone, or a personal computer. Other options for internet access include free Wi-Fi services from schools and libraries, or Wi-Fi hotspots at other public locations, such as businesses, airports, hotels. Municipal Wi-Fi is offered as a free service in some communities. Web browsers interpret the HTML hypertext markup language that is stored on web pages and displays the contents. Common web browsers include Microsoft Internet Explorer, Mozilla, Firefox, Google Chrome, and Apple Safari. Web browsers provide navigation buttons to move between web pages, an address bar for typing the web page address, favorites, or bookmarks for returning to pages. Tab browsing, enabling you to have multiple web pages open, and settings or tools for controlling the web browser. Mobile browsers are used on small screen devices and have similar features. Most browsers enable you to change settings to make them fit your needs. You can change the home page or default page that is displayed when you open the browser, or add websites to tabs that open automatically when you start the browser. You can also specify a default search provider, such as Microsoft Bing, Google, or Yahoo. Extensions enable you to further customize your browser with add-ons or plugins. An add-on is specific to a type of browser and adds functionality to the browser, while a plugin is a third-party program that allows your browser to display multimedia-rich, interactive, dynamic content. The web address, or URL, Uniform Resource Locator, is typed in the address bar of a web browser to open the home page or a resource on the website. A typical URL begins with HTTP, which describes the protocol on the page. A protocol is a set of rules on the page that allows for communication and provides information to the computers about how the data is formatted, transmitted, received, and acknowledged. You may see HTTPS, which indicates that the web page is secure. Most sites on the internet use HTTP protocol, so you do not have to type it into the address bar as a part of the URL. A domain name follows the protocol and represents the company, product, or person represented by the web page. The www portion of the domain indicates a computer on the World Wide Web. And you can also omit that from the URL. The top level domain gives you an idea of what type of site you are accessing, with .com indicating commercial, .edu for education, and .gov for government websites. After the TLD, you can also have a path to a resource folder or a file name to point you directly to the web page of interest. A central organization or Internet Corporation for assigned names and numbers coordinates the Internet domain naming system. Computers that connect to the Internet are assigned an IP or Internet Protocol address so they can be identified. IP addresses are a series of numbers and you can type them in the address bar of a browser, but it is rather inconvenient. A domain name system, DNS, works like a directory. Looking up the IP address when you type a domain name. When the IP address is located, it is sent back to your computer and used to access the website. Don't worry, this all happens automatically when you type a URL in the address bar of a browser. Synchronous online communications involves two or more people who are communicating simultaneously in real time. In online chats, you can communicate with a number of people at the same time. Instant messaging, or IM, usually means communication with one person at a time, although new tools enable you to use instant messaging for group chats. Both Google Hangouts and Facebook provides ways for you to chat, and instant messaging with your friends, family, business associates, and other professionals. Voice over IP Internet Protocol is used to transmit calls over the Internet, rather than the traditional phone lines or cellular towers. Tools such as Skype and FaceTime enable you to communicate with people all over the world using your Internet access. These tools also feature video capabilities you can use if your device has a camera. Asynchronous communication does not require the participants to be online. Email is the most widely used Internet application. It uses store and forward technology that enables messages to be sent at any time and stored until retrieved by the recipient. Email client software such as Microsoft Outlook downloads messages so you can read them offline. When you use a webmail interface, you connect to the site via a browser to read your email. The advantages of a webmail interface is that you can access your email anywhere you find an internet connection. Online forums or discussion boards are a second example of asynchronous online communication. Participants make postings and then others can comment. In most cases, the forums deal with a certain topic and people can ask questions and share their expertise. A conversation in a forum is called a thread. It contains the original postings and all related subsequent postings. Most forums require that you create an account, and some are moderated so that only approved postings appear on the forum. Forums are available long after the original posting, and people who participate in the forum can search past postings for information. Many companies host forums that enable customers to talk to each other as well as company officials. An email account through Gmail is free and easy to use. You begin by creating an account. One thing to be aware of is the need to accurately type the information in the CAPTCHA, completely automated public Turing test, to tell computers and humans apart. The new form. A new CAPTCHA is generated for each new account and verifies that a human is setting up the account. Comparing different forms of asynchronous online communication. The way people use the internet has changed over the last 20 years, and social media has become a major use of the internet. People are creating user-generated content with Web 2.0 tools on a variety of websites. Social media enables people to create content, connect, network, and share. Launched in 2004, Facebook has become a dominant social networking site. Facebook is all about connections, and you will find friends, families, businesses, and others communicating by sharing personal information, pictures, videos, product information, news, and more. Care should be taken in the postings you make to social networking sites, as they can be very revealing to people, especially potential employees. A good rule of thumb is not to post anything on social media that you wouldn't want your grandparents to see in the morning. It is also a good idea to use the security and privacy settings on the social networking site to control who can access your information. LinkedIn is a business network used to make connections with other professionals. This is a valuable tool as you search for and move between jobs, because you can complete research on people who work in the profession or a company you are considering, and to find mentors and generally network with other people who have similar goals and aspirations. Another social classification is virtual communities, which enable you to interact with others using an avatar or virtual body. You can create an avatar with attributes that may be different than your real world attributes. For instance, you can usually select hair color, clothing, gender, and more. Virtual communities, such as Second Life, can be used for meetings or classes, as well as just getting to know new people. Massively multiplayer online role-playing games enable you to play games with people throughout the world. Social media sharing sites such as YouTube and Flickr provide a worldwide outlet for your video and photographs. These sites are outside of social networks in which you may participate. A key feature is the ability to tag items. Tagging is used to categorize information, and you can include not only your own media, but the media of others. YouTube is the largest user-created video hosting and sharing site in the world. You can subscribe to the channels of other users, send messages, and recommend videos. A viral video is one that gets recommended by so many users that the number of views hits a very high level very quickly. Many people enjoy keeping an online journal to record their thoughts and share them with others. Blogs are web pages that have tools to enable you to post text and photographs. Microblogging enables you to post short comments online to update others on your activities and thoughts. The postings can be shared with a small group of people or be public for anyone to read. You can send and read these postings with your computer, mobile apps, or as text messages. Twitter are microblogging sites that are a more social form of blogging. Twitter posts are called tweets. Twitter is now X. You can link your Facebook's account with X or Twitter, and your tweets will appear in your Facebook feed. A podcast is a digital media file or a pre-recorded radio or TV-like show. You can download podcasts to digital devices such as a portable media player or a computer. You can find podcasts throughout the web, but some good places to search for podcasts are podcast.com and podcastly.com. Really simple syndication, RSS, can be used to keep up with the frequently changing website, blogs, and podcasts you enjoy. Updates on the sites you subscribe to are displayed on a feed reader such as Internet Explorer, Outlook, or Feedly. Wikis depend on crowdsourcing to develop the content. A wiki website enables the users to write or edit information with the thought that the person with the right information will contribute to the article. The largest wiki website is Wikipedia, and it contains over 4 million articles in English. As you probably understand by now, social media is a vibrant community with many options for interacting. Social review sites enable you to comment on products and services. Users of these sites can read your reviews and check ratings from all of the reviewers to make decisions about the products or services. Yelp and TripAdvisor are examples of social review sites. Social bookmarking sites such as Pinterest, Delicious.com, and StumbleUpon enable you to save and share bookmarks to online sites. In this chapter, you learned about the Internet and the World Wide Web and the access to information, path for communication among people, and a way to socialize. Communications can be classified as synchronous or asynchronous. Social media provides ways to share content with other people, your friends, family, and people that may not know you in the real world. Social media enables the creation and sharing of text, photographs, video, and audio. Thank you.